Some of them are guys. Okay.
Bobby, like, named Bobby.
As you could tell, Calcidus is also streaming.
Yeah, you thought wrong, guys. You thought wrong. You thought you were gonna beat me. Not happening. I probably should have beat you. Dorian. Wait,
Right.
it's a Bobby pin and they didn't even name him Bobby. They called him Dorian.
That's a weird name. Ooh. Responding to another stream.
Dorian is the door. Hoover is the vacuum.
That's adorable.
Who's your favorite so far? Who's your
Okay, so we were headed to where? Crowway Town. Got it.
waifu?
Girder. Girder.
Hey.
Why did you do the smug emote?
Oh, how did I miss that? It was an easy layup.
Dark Souls talk in the background of a Pokemon
This is gonna be
stream. This is gonna be fun. I actually love this. Wait, this is the way to Terminus Cave.
Wow, that's a bad asylum demon. That's a bad asylum. Check Discord DM. Oh my goodness. That is a beef cake. It's funny because his hair and beard look exactly like me. He looks like I would if I actually spent any time at all working out. It was not just a sushi, in the basement.
Oh boy. Calcidus in the background, everybody. I love it. Absolutely. Famous last word.
Oh, that's able to table. I know a paladin with the word. Able was I ere I saw Adam.
Don't confuse Star. Okay.
But
Oh, I don't know how long this stream is gonna last because this is too funny.
sir, all cheeked up. Look at this. Asylum demon all cheeked up and nowhere to go. There's a runny duck named like a rubber duck? Like a bath towel companion. Is it
Oh boy.
does it crack? Yeah, I feel like you should be able to name them yourself. Like it is cool that they have names, but like technically they are your possessions, they're your property. So you should really be able to tell them what their name is. Ah, yes, indeed. And now the crow of legend will come and grab your decrepit corpse. Chosen by the crow. And you are now free.
Hey, Pokemon fan. I gotta ask.
We should
Can
totally
you
see
hear
some
him?
aliens on stream. How do I do that? You have to understand, I am a new streaming
I can, but not.
I am enshrined.
Oh,
Shall
God.
the fire to the shrine. One day. One day
Partially.
At a time. One day at a time. And now we're gonna talk to Debbie Downer for a second, but I'm not gonna make any reactions.
So, partially
Debbie Downer's got a bunch of downer things.
weird, not exactly collab stream with my husband, or accidental, since he could be heard slightly in mine. Oh dear.
Alright, so I'm just gonna do.
It's whatever, honestly.
I get the feeling I know which weapon I'm gonna be using.
It's not like people haven't heard him before on my stream, so
Let's
it's okay.
lock these because they are limited, at least until I find the source of rats.
Alright.
Let's get this.
Okay, what do you have to say? Alright, nothing. Nothing of importance. Understood.
Oh yes, yes. Okay, I remember. Reverse Halloween. Yes.
What is with the professor having his own theme music?
Talking to my hamper and dirty clothes in the game. So each individual article of clothing can become a
And apparently Star
Or
is
it just
playing
one pile of clothing?
I Date Everything. And interesting.
There we go. Now I look all sexy. I'm almost like slick. I look like I'm oiled up.
Oh god, I should probably just press the collab button and see what happens.
Just one. What kind of clothing is it?
That would be hilarious. Just a Pokemon Dark Souls mix. I don't know how I would feel about that though.
Maybe undressed.
Because my game is meant for like all audiences, while his isn't. So how would that? I don't know exactly how that would work. Would be hilarious though. Blastoise. Okay. Alright. Well, thankfully, I paralyzed the Blastoise, so Skull Bash didn't work out. Now it's time for his Charizard, which I guarantee he's probably gonna Mega Evolve, which means Gardevoir. Oops. I forgot to do something. Okay, announcements. Alright. Let's see. Oh no, he didn't. Whoops. I was actually expecting him to use...
I mean, this is kind of pointless. I think it's just a ring set.
Use a Megastone. Guess I was wrong. Got the streamer brain.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh god, this is hilarious. In case anyone is wondering, the reason why Causidus is streaming Dark Souls Remastered right now is indeed because he saw Chibidoki streaming it and decided to name his stream,
Let's keep the rabbits.
decided to name the stream Playing Dark Souls Better Than Chibi Can. Even named his character, not Chibi. Alrighty then, I will just go back to the Pokemon Center.
Boop you too, buddy. Backwards boop.
Backwards boop. Okay.
I booped him. It's not often a lot of things in chests in random breakables in this game, but sometimes there is. So it's worth giving things. Oh, that was okay. That's okay. Soul of the Lost Thunder. Fool of a Took.
Okay.
Dragon.
That... basically nothing. Okay. Rare candy!
Throw that wooden shield onto the pile of things I'll never use again. Which is significantly smaller in this game than it is in
Alright,
There's so
let's see
many
what these people have to say, cause why not? Do 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 do. Yes? Yes? Okay. I remember the entry, but not that.
Block my boop. I booped him twice.
Alright.
Oops, so nice. I booped him twice. Booping all.
Hey. Alright. Are you gonna give me anything?
Hey, buddy. Yeah, I don't know what's about.
Water. Duh. I don't even have a Claritzer, and I know that. I'm guessing that's an everyday thing. Never noticed it before, so yay. Some things I just kinda ignored. A maid on a vacation wears her maid outfit.
I booped you. That means you're done. When I boop, that means that you die. That's how Dark Souls works. You boop, they die.
Do do do.
Climbing up, looking like a fresh out of Planet of the
Stealth.
Apes.
Why would I want to
My balls
turn
hurt
that on?
invading. That's not very nice, my balls hurt.
Did you just get someone new in your chat?
No, my game got invaded by somebody
Oh.
because I'm playing online.
Wait, what are you doing loud? Oh, Cowsidus is also streaming at the same time. So,
Okay.
you can indeed hear him,
I'm getting the
but
feeling
it's not that loud. Yes.
Oh, there he is.
Chibi Doki put him in the mood to play Dark Souls. So, he's playing Chibi Doki better than she could. That is quite literally the title of his stream. Which is absolutely something he would do. And what's funny is I actually wrote in Chibi's chat
Oh, I get it. His
that
bullshit, and
he,
he's throwing balls at me.
that he was doing that, and that was the title of his stream. Put that in her chat. He even said his Twitch name. So that should be interesting. I'm kind of hoping something happens from that.
He's gotta run out eventually, right? Probably like 500.
I don't know if you could hear him, Prophet, but he's there. He's there in the background.
Oh, he just died. He just rolled to his death. This was not what I expected to see. Okay, Prophet. You weren't expecting to see me fight against somebody named My Balls Hurt who was throwing endless fireballs at me while I'm dressed in practically nothing. This is Dark Souls, bro. This is exactly what you're supposed to say.
They don't know what to do. Nobody knows what to do. They're gonna be in our streams both at once.
But yeah, welcome. Taking a break from my speed walker for
I told them.
Oh, he did. No, she did. She leaves me nothing to say. This is what happens when you get married. 50% of every word belongs to them.
I know. I know. It's great. It's funny because it's probably because my mic is more sensitive than his is. So you can easily hear him. Like, you probably can't hear me on his unless I talk loudly. But I love it. It's just so funny. Because you just hear silliness in the background. Adds comedy to my stream, at least. Yeah, he's using a headset mic while I'm using like an actual fancy one. Yes, I am not doing close combat. The downsides of that move are just no. Not learning close combat in this economy. I mean, you got a point there. You got a very good point. Boop the guy. When has that stopped you?
Moved in from behind, but I mean, now I gotta run. 'Cause he's really strong.
Oh wow. Shauna knows tight matchups. Well, that's good at least.
Ow. Ow.
With the Mega having adaptability, it's a 240 power move. What can survive for the downsides to that matter? I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not even using a Mega right now. I can. I could be mean to Shauna and use a Mega. It's so funny that when he talks about hitting enemies in Dark Souls, he says he's booping them.
I lost my humanity. Come back.
Mega! Oh, I hate that move so much.
Ooh, I'm Brandy again.
Did you just say you're all brandy again?
Brandy.
Oh, okay.
See, I'm all like saggy.
Just Aura Farm and Mega at the last moment. Eh. Usually if I know I'm gonna be using one Pokemon for an entire fight, I'll just Mega evolve them right at the beginning and just plow through the fight. Jeez, everyone's just fighting me now. It's like it's almost time for the last gym. We must all battle her before she's qualified to go to the Pokemon League. Like, they probably don't even have badges. Which makes you wonder how they control their Pokemon. Like, I could see Tyranno doing it. But Trevor, not so much. Oh dang, I didn't even heal my Pokemon in between fights? Sheesh. That's mean. Eh. I personally think Wolfric is the easiest. Mainly because I always choose Fennekin. Let's use Mega Evolution on Gyarados too. We'll just be mean to them. I have honestly fought these gym leaders so many dang times that it's to the point where I memorized the Pokemon they have, so I can quite literally make my team off of that. Oh, absolutely. And then there's Abomasnow, who's not even 2 times super effective, it's 4 times super effective. Because he's grass and ice. So you got super effective, super effective, super effective, super effective, double super effective. Like, there are moves that can counter that his Pokemon have, but it's like, oh, is he faster? Because if he's not faster, then he's screwed. Well, I mean, that's the whole point of... The thing is, 3DS games and the DS games were harder than the 3DS ones. And that's because they were adding a whole bunch of stuff that was basically like, oh, let's prepare for the next system, see what people like, what people don't like. That's basically what the 3DS games were. So it's why they were easy. Thank you. But I will say this. Sun and Moon did have things that were more difficult over Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and X and Y. And then they made it harder in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So they did make it a little harder in Sun and Moon, especially because there was no gyms. So it was a very different aspect.
That was bull. That was some bull. I was rolling.
And then because of the Pokemon Let's Go hype, they made the Let's Go games, which were just annoying in my opinion. But yeah, the 3DS games were pretty much introducing new things like gimmicks and easier ways to do things. And seeing if people liked them, and if they did, they implemented it into the Switch games automatically. The problem with Let's Go is that what's the best way of putting it? The problem with Let's Go is the fact that the way you encounter wild Pokemon. I get it. Let's Go was a play on Pokemon Go, because it was like Pokemon Go basically made a comeback during the Let's Go time frame. But I feel like they could have done better with it. Like like you battle them, and then when you go to catch them, like you battle them, whittle down their health, and then when you go to catch them, that's when you throw the Pokeball. Because I feel like that was just a
That was some nonsense.
Like Gen 7 had trainers use the gimmicks of the Gen, whereas 2 people use Mega and X and Y main story. Well, the whole point of that is because in post game, just like what they did in Scarlet and Violet, you can rebattle all the gym leaders all over again. In fact, they implemented that in Let's Go too as well. Because Let's Go did have Mega Evolution in it. And if you, even in post-game, I think... No.
Just taking a minute to make sure I don't.
In post-game, the Elite Four also has Mega Evolution. The Champion already does, but the Elite Four now have Mega Evolutions post-game. In X and Y, yeah. Mega Evolutions are basically implemented in most, even the gym leaders, if I'm remembering correctly. And the reason for that is because post-game is when you can find the rest of the Mega Stones. Because you can't find all the Mega Stones until after you've finished the game. Like, Gardevoirs. You can't get her Mega Stone until you have defeated the champion. You have to go to Luminos City and she will give you a Ralts with Gardevoir. Get it until post game. Because of that, thank you Pokemon fan, I need to do everything in post game. You just yelled that.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. Oh. Damn it. Doing research on the Elite Four and they never have any teams with Megas. That's weird. Maybe I'm thinking of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. But you can't... But in X and Y you can't get all of the Mega Stones until post-game. It's one of the reasons why I won't be fighting with Mega Gardevoir and Mega Kangaskhan. Well, yeah, the Battle Chateau never had Megas. The Battle Chateau is introduced very early into the game.
Jolly cooperation.
There's no way they would have Megas. They would have never added Megas to that.
Alright. I don't know if I'm gonna have the wherewithal to say that. It's been a very long time since I played this game. I don't remember any events saying that.
Can I get on with the game now? Shauna, were you nice? No, you were not nice. Not this time.
Might be worth getting that sword though. Yeah, who knows? I don't know if it's really worth it. Now I can go.
But yeah, I have to do all of post game in this game now because friggin' whatchamacallit, Pokemon fan messed up. And Pokemon fan, I know you have enough points to do pick a game. Hmm. The Winding Woods, eh? That I actually really like a lot. I'm going with that. That actually matches my outfit. Finally! Finally! I have a matching outfit. Only took getting to the last friggin' city.
Oh boy. Okay.
Only problem is the bag doesn't
I
match.
was thinking of playing Dark Souls 3 for a second, and Dark Souls 3 actually
Oh, but that bag does.
has a minute to run.
It's a strappy purse. Whatever. It matches, so I'll use it. Much better. When it comes to outfits, I'm very picky. I actually have, I think, every character in the X and Y games. I use this shirt or another one that's purple. And the heck are the Winding Woods? Right. Winding Woods. Item. Oh. It is weird that you were getting so many ads, though. Like, I do not have it set to just be a ton of ads. And ow, pain. Yeah, what is going on?
I don't know where the hell he came from.
You are getting a lot more ads than I have it set to.
Silly. This glasses gonna break if I leave it there, so not there. Undead bird.
Like, I'm pretty sure I have ads to go off every hour. And there's usually like one or two, like 15-second ones when you open the stream. Yeah, it's really weird that unless you came into the stream the moment the hour mark started. Because they go on for 3 minutes every hour. Ah. Okay, so then that would make sense because I'm just like, it has been 3 minutes. Why is he still stuck in ads? I'd see 10 seconds of an ad left and lags again, repeat forever. Oh god. I know on my phone a stream can lag. It's rare, but it happens. But like it's rare. Not like the charger has to be a specific angle at all times, because otherwise it just dies. What is up with your laptop? And how did it get like that?
I want nothing to do with the pig right now. It's avoiding completely.
I mean, granted, my laptop is just dead.
Oh.
But the reason why mine is dead is because I had it open and because I was gonna like use it for later or something like that. And what ended up happening was I was holding a drink and I ended up having a seizure, thus dropping my drink onto my laptop. So yeah, my laptop kind of just died because of that. We didn't do anything to save my laptop, obviously, because it was an emergency. So nobody really thought of looking. But yeah, that's how my laptop died. It can turn on, and you can like put in the pin to like get into the laptop. But that's it. Once you do that, it's just black screen forever. Probably all sticky inside of my laptop because the drink was iced tea. I wouldn't be surprised if mine... One of my laptops broken because my sister borrowed it for something. Saw her checking socials instead. Asked for it back, she raged and threw it against the wall. The very same one I'm helping move. Oy. Well, I will say this. I would have preferred my laptop be thrown at a wall. I like how I'm using my ears to see what the wording says when I can't see the white lettering.
Come on. That was a 3 boot for 1 boot.
But yeah, I would have very much preferred my laptop to be thrown against a wall
That's a bad one.
instead of just dying because of a drink spilled onto it due to seizure. Not a fun thing. Like every time I look at my laptop, I'm reminded of that. So it's kind of just hidden away. Yep. Laptop was open, was holding iced tea, had a seizure, and it just dropped. Right on the laptop. The drink. Because it can still turn on. And you could put the pin number into it to get into the computer. But after that, it's just black screen and there's nothing you can do. So, it probably is capable of being salvaged and fixed. Because if I'm being completely honest, it's just probably sticky inside. So, at that point, well, it's probably all sticky inside. So, my brother-in-law, however, thinks that it's just perfectly fine. And the iced tea might have just somehow corrupted a hard drive. He's all smart when it comes to those things. Yes, I know, but remember, child friendly. Pokemon fan would rage in chat if that happened.
Oh gosh. Of course. Of course you had to be there all unfriendly.
As she says, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
You don't even know why she said indeed.
She was talking about you raging and not being family friendly. Yeah, I can't play games, talk to my chat, and listen to your chat at the same time. I can multitask. I can talk and chew boga.
Oh my god, like a mythical beast of the night. Please don't hurt me.
We're sitting down. You want to take one moment? Excuse me.
Yeah. If there's one thing about Pokemon Fan, it's when you think she's not listening, she actually is.
There's one thing about Pokemon fan you should know. It's that plume. Gotcha.
Ow!
Sorry about that, folks. I just had to mess with Pokemon Scarlet Brandy for a minute.
I'm all crampy too. Ow! Oh man. Not knowing is the scary part. Yeah. Yes. It's one of the reasons why I will just randomly bully her out of nowhere. Because it tells me when That's how I know if she's actually listening or not.
I could move forward and get to the forest, but I don't be there yet.
I'm currently in fear that she popped in, said indeed, and has been silent since. Yeah, it's most likely that... What time is it? Depending on... It's 9:12, which means Kid is still awake, at least one of them. So it's very likely that she's doing some, like, some arts and crafts thing to tire out her 5-year-old while watching the stream. So she's likely away from the computer while her kid is sitting in front of it. Yeah, doing some parenting stuff and not at the computer, but the kid is. So, it's very likely that. Like, the sound is on, but she can't come and answer. That makes this even scarier. What, that I have a 5-year-old watching me right now?
Watching you like a hawk.
Oh, Leah would totally be watching me like a hawk. Not Leah. Wow, Leah's the 3-year-old. Sean. Ain't no fury like a tired parent. Yup. Yup. That's what I meant by she would be raging. Like, her 3-year-old daughter probably went to sleep like an hour ago. And yes, I am well aware that things have been said in chat, and I have read them out loud. Including weird names. Like, we had a really bad situation at one point. Oh, she's there. I guess saying her name helped. Prophet, even I could have told you that she wouldn't hurt you. The one person that she would hurt, however, they have unfollowed me and haven't been back to the stream since. Because I did, in fact, message them privately saying, hey, it's an all-age friendly stream. Please don't talk about stuff like crime and basically anything that goes with that. Yeah, it was not. And no matter what I did, the person wouldn't stop talking. Like, they just wouldn't stop mentioning it. And it just kept getting worse and worse. So after stream, I had to send them a message about it. And they unfollowed and never came back. Even though I was just like, hey, I always give people second chances, I always forgive. So, even though I said that, yeah, I could definitely tell you about it. Funny enough, Pokemon Fan isn't in the Discord. She gets her notifications by the kids. Anytime her phone vibrates, or a ping noise happens on her laptop, they run to her and ask if it's Auntie Brandy. So she has to check her phone like every 5 seconds pretty much to see if it's the notification of I started stream. Yeah. And the funny thing is, it's like I've never actually met her daughter in person. Yet she still calls me that because her brother does. So I always found that quite interesting. And I've only seen her son, who's the 5-year-old, like 3 times. And that was before he could even understand who I was. Like, because the thing is, there was like a 5-year gap where, like, no, not 5. It was more like a 7-year gap where me and her didn't really talk. And then, but around the 5-year mark, I saw on Facebook how she had a kid. So at one point I did like a video call with her. And that was how I saw her son. No way of him possibly knowing who the heck I am. And I think I've only like seen him in person like 3 times. Five when your mom stole you. Oh, yeah, there we go. My mom and her mom were basically best friends forever. So she'd go and visit Pokemon Fan's mom, and Pokemon Fan would just kind of come over at the same time. Pretty much, I don't think her son actually knows what I look like. Which is a really friggin' funny thought. By the way, Pokemon Fan, were you the one that told your kids to say Auntie Brandy? I personally think you look like a red-haired bunny girl, personally.
Yeah, you do look like a red-haired bunny.
Just without the bunny ears.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm looking at your avatar right now. You look like a bunny.
And yes. Well, that explains why they call me that, and I'm barely in their lives at all. That actually explains a lot.
What are you talking about? You're their entertainment.
Pokemon fans' kids?
Yeah.
I've only seen them a handful of times, and it was usually when my mom was here.
Yeah, but they see you whenever you stream.
This is true.
So it's like an entertainment. You're like Steve from Blue's Clues.
I'm like Steve from Blue's Clues to them?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I can kind of see that. Yeah, it's the same for me, just minus the thankfully part. We want them. But if you recall the how my laptop got ruined part, that will explain why they're not here yet. Yes. What's the best way to put it? My seizure situation is a complicated one.
I just noticed that on my midriff. Those lines. There's something interesting in those.
Yeah. Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea. Like, I could say this right now with certainty. July 8th. I will not be streaming. And it's because of that situation. Oh, God. This stupid puzzle. There we go. I hate this puzzle so much. I really do. Yes. Mainly because I can't. Because if I do, it could mess up the whole thing.
Cinnamon.
Is your brain thinking that I have to do some sort of test where I can't touch electronics that are plugged in? Because if you're thinking that, then you're correct. One of the many reasons why my avatar's eyes would close a lot. Well, it is now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. July 8th, I can't touch electronics that are plugged in. Very annoying. And I hate them. Like, with a passion, I hate these tests beyond imagine. And it's like I need to get one like every other visit to the doctor. Super annoying. I don't mind doctors. Well, depends on the doctor and what they do. Like what kind they are. Like one of my neurologists, my previous one, fat shamed me. That was fun. And for the record, not fat or overweight. So that was fun. Yup. Another one had no idea what they were doing. Nope. Not at all.
Now I kind of wish I had something.
There are ways to say that, and you don't say it to someone who does not have that issue. Especially someone with an anxiety disorder. That just makes me feel self-conscious.
Wow,
yeah, it's like a hit and miss. It's why they always say get multiple opinions. I am very sorry to hear that. That sounds like a very big struggle. I mean, like, I never really thought of the whole get multiple opinion thing. Never really thought it was necessary until the situation happened to me. Ah, of course.
Okay. That's one better, right?
Alright.
Now I have to go kill Spider-Man.
There we go. Okay, Charlie, you need to get restored.
He wants hugs. Hey, Brandy.
What?
He wants hugs.
Alright. Probably gonna come back just in time for the most embarrassing fight of a gym leader's life. Ice is both extremely hard and terribly fragile at the same time, guys. Apparently, ice can't be... It's hard to break. But it's just like, even if you don't break it, it could still friggin' melt. Yay! Yeah, but what I said right after you said the ad thing, I never believed in the get second opinion thing, because I never thought it was necessary. I thought that was just money, extra money spent, like money that you didn't need to spend, pretty much. And then I ran into that issue. And I'm just like, oh, that's why people say this. Oh, in my case, it was one misdiagnosed me a bunch of times. So, took a bunch of medications I didn't need, and it messed with me big time. So there was that. The other was she wasn't qualified to do what I needed. So she actually told me to get a second opinion. But she's also the one that fat shamed me, so wasn't upset about that. And then I had another one that wasn't qualified to help with what I needed. And she said she would try to help, and that did not make me feel comfortable. So I just said, nope. That sounds like you have chronic pneumonia. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm pretty sure asthma is just trouble breathing. And it's... like, that just sounds like chronic pneumonia. Or... something... because I don't think asthma just goes away like that. And I don't think asthma is infections either. It's like, I have a friend who has asthma, and she's been carrying around an inhaler her whole life. So I don't think that just goes away. Like, I could be wrong, and there could be cases where that happens. Yeah, that just sounds like you might have something else. Oh, they said I never had it in the first place after years of saying I did. Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah. Asthma isn't infections. If it was, then, oh dear God, I would be horrified. I would just be like, I would be freaking out every time my friend pulled out her inhaler. I'm just like, oh, is it an infection? Is it an infection? Like, sheesh. The amount of antibiotics and steroids I've had for chest and throat infections is insane. Yeah, that just honest. Well, now that you mention the throat infections, that actually does sound like you just get pneumonia once a year. Or something along those lines. Maybe not pneumonia. Pneumonia's really bad. But if you're taking, like, steroids for that shit, then yeah, it's very likely. Yeah, just had absolutely cooked health. I mean, some people are like that. Better than being allergic to everything. Well, not everything, but like 80% of things. And has asthma on top of it. That's a pain. I knew someone like that, and oof. It was just hard to watch.
Could be worse. You could have asthma gold.
Oh my god.
God, the thing, I sing them.
By the way, you were hearable on my stream.
I was hearable.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying boop and booping boop.
I figured. But you say that anyways.
No, I don't call people boopers and booping boopers. I was just using boop as a free range. What's the phrase?
Prophet said, "Oh dear," because you said
Oh dear, my dear boop. Oh.
you made my avatar.
I
go
just
away.
yeeted you for free. Yup. I'm trying to do it again, but it's not happening.
I'm like moving away.
Hey, look at this. I can do bunny ears behind your head with my fingers, and now you have bunny ears.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious if you did that and my hands just went like this.
Well, you have the hands turned off, right?
Yeah, I do. Right now, but if I had them turned on, that would be hilarious. I know people who eat 100 times worse than me and be skitty. These booping boopers always getting in the booping way, the chaos.
And then once you start using the word like that, you really start to wonder what they're singing about with Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo.
And let's not forget the fact that there are words that you could say repetitively, and it actually makes a sentence.
Well, if you say boop repetitively, then it's a plume of boops.
Buffalo!
Buffalo? Buffalo, 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 buffalo?
Exactly.
Buffalo, 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 buffalo. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. Buffalo, 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 buffalo.
Fun fact, he is actually saying proper sentences.
Yeah, that is an actual grammatically correct sentence to say buffalo, 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 buffalo. That is an actual grammatically correct sentence. You can look that up.
I always thought it was hilarious, because apparently buffalo has so many friggin' meanings that it can make a sentence just by saying it over and over again.
Well, it's because you have buffalo, the animal, and you have buffalo, the verb, as though, like, I'm buffaloing you over. And then there's also buffalo, the city. So you're saying buffalo, like, you know, animal verb city, animal verb of the city. I would say, so buffalo would be buffalo, the first buffalo is the city, and then the second one is the animal, because those are buffalo from buffalo, which you would call buffalo. And if they're buffaloing other buffalo from buffalo, you could say buffalo.
See? How crazy is that?
And you can technically just keep going forever. And any number, I think it has to be an odd number of buffalo that you say. As long as you say an odd number of buffalo, you could say like 111 buffalo in a row, and it's technically grammatically correct. You just need to know where to put all the commas.
Fun facts with Causidus. It's the strangest thing I ever heard, and it's one of those things I can never forget. The fact it's just so ridiculous that you could just say buffalo over and over, and it's a real sentence. Things I would never know if I had never met Causidus.
Nothing, I won't say.
You mean you won't say it now?
I won't say it on stream. But I'll say it later when you remember it. And I'll make you blush. That's what I'll do.
Oh, dear God. Hashtag wise sage Causidus. And yes, oh dear. I don't even know what he's talking about, so... Not the Rizzicles Causidus. Okay, what am I supposed to do now? I mean, I have all 8 badges, so what is it? Pokemon League now? I think. Yep. Yep. It's the last place on the maps. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the duck, Causidus. What does he have to say? Why is he standing outside his gym? Well, yep. So 6 major fights left. Yep. Because you gotta do the rival fight. They always friggin' stop you. So you gotta do that. And then you got the Elite Four and then the champion. Wait, I have Charizard first, so... let's change that. Alright. Honestly, when it comes to character, story, and character growth, Kalim/Serena, eh. No, wait. Serena wasn't X and Y. But Serena was a different one. Because she did the contests. There is no contests in X and Y. Wait. Am I remembering that wrong? Oh, wow. It is Serena. Too many games with friggin' contests. They probably made it exclusive to the anime because they were putting contests, because there was contests in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Yeah, they probably added them because of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Because that gen had contests. My only problem with X and Y is Calum and / Serena not having character growth. Every rival ever has had character growth in one way or another. When it comes to first gen, my favorite remake is Fire Red Leaf Green. I would like to see a remake of Heart Gold Soul Silver. I would like to see a remake of Black and White. Because I did hear a little itty bitty rumor that Pokemon Company was not happy about the Diamond and Pearl remakes. Well, if you think about it, that was the first remake really for the DS series. No, they weren't, because it wasn't created by Pokemon Company. It was a completely different company that remade the game. And the reason for that was because they were putting so much work into Pokemon Legends. So they had another company do the remakes for Diamond and Pearl. Well, they wouldn't just release Platinum. They had to do the counterparts for a remake. Pokemon Legends ZA is basically the game everybody has been asking for God knows how long. Because Mega Evolution is actually, I think Pokemon did a poll at one point to see what the favorite gimmick was, and Mega Evolution won. Like, apparently people were obsessed with the Mega Evolution. Well, like I said, Pokemon Company didn't make the remakes for Diamond and Pearl. The only thing that they really did was give them the layout for the game. Like, hey, this is the story that goes with Diamond and Pearl. Remake it. And ILCA just did a really, really bad job. Oh, no, that's the rumor that I heard. Pokemon Company was, they were really pissed. Like, their thoughts for Diamond and Pearl was not chibi. While Ilka thought it would be a good idea to do because it would give the players the nostalgic feel. Notice how no other remake or Pokemon game is chibi style? That was one of the main issues everyone had with it. That was another issue people had with it. And funny enough, it's gonna be the next game I'm playing. Yeah, exactly. That's why Pokemon Company was pissed. Because they didn't make it for the Switch. It's just an upgraded DS game. That's why they were so pissed. That's not what they wanted. They wanted a remake that was like the newer games, but they didn't get that. I'm pretty sure you can actually trap yourself between some trainers because of it. Yes! Yes, you can. There is actually, I think I actually played through the game. Like, I wanted to find all of the places you can get stuck. And I think I found 52 spots in the entire game where I was able to get stuck. Yeah, I would have done that to Candace's puzzle, but I was streaming, so I didn't want to do glitches on stream. Oh. I never finished it purely because it's just so slow to account playthrough. Have you ever finished Black and White? Because believe it or not, even though Black and White is known as the game with the best story, it is also the most unfinished game. Did you finish Black and White? And there's the random poppin'. Took me 6 years because it was so slow. No, I'm pretty sure that that's just because you were playing it slow. But yeah. Yeah, what the thing is, Black and White, while it is the game that is considered the best story, it is the most unfinished game. Most people will play it and stop playing it, come back to it, and just rinse and repeat, basically. Which, funny enough, I am actually playing Black 2 right now. For fun. It's also actually one of the longest stories, too. Yep. Black and White is considered the hardest Pokemon game. Of the main series. It's considered one of the best stories. It is considered one of the longest of the main series. What else? Oh yeah, and it has an actual continuation. Black 2 and White 2 are not remakes. Let's just get that out there. Black 2 and White 2 are not remakes. It's the longest mainstream game. Main series game. Oh, exactly. And that's why people don't realize that it's the hardest of the main series. People just get so into the story that they don't realize how hard the game actually is. One of my pet peeves is when people say that Black 2 and White 2 are remakes, because they're not. Like, that is one of my biggest pet peeves. Yeah, they're sequels. Like, people... The best way I can describe Black 2 and White 2 is it is like Final Fantasy X-2. It is a sequel. It is what happened after Tidus disappeared. That is basically the best kind of comparison that my mind will come up with. Black 2 and White 2. The reason their names are Black 2 and White 2 is because it is 2 years later. They take place 2 years later than Black and White do. That's why they called them Black 2 and White 2. Because it's 2.5 years later. Because think about it. All the remakes, none of them have 2 after them. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Black and White, they got numbers. Why do they have numbers? They could have easily put numbers on every other remake. Oh, and the gym leaders are different. There is many differences. I remember going off on a tangent to Pokemon Fan about how they're not remakes. And I covered everything. Like, every friggin' aspect. Yep. Yep, Iris was a gym leader, not the champion. But in Black 2 and White 2, she was the champion instead of a gym leader. The map is different, yes. And cities were added. Post-game is longer. Much longer. Currently, I'm at the Elite Four. In my playthrough of Black 2. Oh, right! I caught him and named him Destructo. Forgot about that. I did that today, too. Oh, I finished it 16 times. And I finished White 2 13 times. The thing... There's also a major Why are ads running so much? It hasn't been an hour. It's because they changed the friggin' monetization thing. Do I need to go back and look at that? Before I do the Elite Four. Let's go find Earthquake. Alright. Alright. Awesome! The reason that Stunfisk was moved to post-game was because Black and White, it didn't have a national Pokedex. Black and White was purely Black and White Pokemon. It did not have any other generations in it. They changed that in Black 2 and White 2. In Black 2 and White 2, it's a national dex. Yeah, I know, I'm saying the reason why they changed it. Yeah, they changed it because they added the other generations to Black 2 and White 2. That was the other major change. I mean, the fact that they made Black 2 and White 2 so different is insane. Honestly, I find Black 2 and White 2 slightly more difficult. But that's because of Iris being champion. And also because you can actually get through the game much faster. So by the time you get to the Elite Four, you're just like, dang it, my team's not ready yet. Like, I'm at the Elite Four. And I did it. But Iris kicked my butt. Yeah. They're easier to get through. It's just harder by the end game because your Pokemon aren't leveled up enough. Because you've basically gotten through with just your starter, pretty much. Depending on which one you choose, it is. Yeah. Like, when you get to Sharon, how many fighting Pokemon do you come across before his gym? And how many of the Pokemon you find can learn fighting moves by the time you get to his gym? Yeah, but do you know what the percentage of finding him is? You could indeed. But when the games first came out, yeah. And the problem with that is, it's just like, people didn't exactly want to do those grinds. Damn it. Oh yeah, I have a Lucario. I just don't use them. Hey, speaking of, I have Zoroark. I chose Tepig because I always do. And may I add, my Tepig, still a Tepig. Never evolved it. So there's that. Cowcidus said name it Waddles and don't evolve it, so I didn't. I named it Waddles and never evolved it because, oh my god, Tepig is cute. He's a cute little happy pig with a springy tail. Oh no, don't get me wrong, I like Emboar. And I am totally picking Tepig in Legends ZA. Because I can't wait to see what they did with... Because they definitely gave him a totally different evolution. So... they probably gave him some crazy form. Yeah, it is between Totodile and Tepig, honestly. Where is it? I've picked Chikorita. But then again, my obsession started because I played one game with Charmander, one game with... I replayed the games... I replayed Red and Blue 3 times each. So... that's actually how my obsession started. Continued doing that for every game. Next thing you know, I'm going back and replaying games. How did you not use the kitty? The kitty has a move that is a guaranteed crit. And has the highest speed of the 3 starters. He ain't a silly croc, he's a derp. Which reminds me. That's another run I gotta do. The derp squad. Gotta do the derp squad. I can't not do it. Quagsquire is one of my favorite Pokemon. There is no way I can't do the derp squad. Honestly, Fire and Ghost is just epic. It's why I chose Cyndaquil 90% of the time in Legends Arceus. Oh. If I were to give you a list of my top 5, none of them are newer. Like, at most, Shaman is probably the newest. Like, yeah, now that I think about it, Shaman would be the most recent of my top 5. Everything else is gens before it. Now that I think about it, if I put your age into account, then yeah, that tracks. That definitely tracks. It really does, because everybody has a first Pokemon game. And it's usually the one that comes out when they're old enough to have the gadgets to play them. Yep. Yep. I was old enough to have a Game Boy when Pokemon Red and Blue were released. Oh, well, have a Game Boy and not accidentally destroy it. Fun. Yeah, I was like 9 or 10 when Red and Blue were released. So we both started Pokemon around the same age. God, that was friggin' long time ago. Sheesh. Alright, where the frick is it? Like, if I think about it, one of my nieces didn't really get into Pokemon at a young age. She got into it when the 3DS came out. So the first game she ever played was, whatchamacallit? She got the 3DS around the time Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out, so she totally skipped X and Y because she didn't get the DS before that came out. So she just picked the Pokemon game that all her friends were playing. How do you think I feel? Been 25 years for me. Well, to be fair, you had a more delicate system when you started. I had a brick when I started. Like, honestly, you could probably drop the Game Boy and it would be fine. Drop a DS or a 3DS and forget it. Something's getting cracked. Thankfully, that is something I do not have. I have a DS, I just don't know where it is at the moment. Ah, Nintendogs. Wrong way. Don't feel like dealing with a battle right now. I just want to get Earthquake and be done. Indeedy. Gotta have some way to beat Malva. It is a pain in the butt, though. To be frank, Malva isn't that hard. Do you remember what my team is? I have no ground moves or ground types. I have no water types. I am basically screwed when it comes to Malva. No, I have Charizard set up the way I want him already. So, I'm not messing with that. However, plus, not to mention, my Charizard is more, my Charizard is, whatchamacallit? Dang it. Charizard is more special attack based. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. I prefer Charizard Y. I like the coloring of Charizard X, but... And I like the typing, but it's the way it looks that I don't like. Not to mention, Charizard Y looks more like a dragon than X does. Kangaskhan. Ah, shit. I'm gonna need... Honestly, I don't mind. I don't really do the liking of Aura. It's just that it looks like an ancient dragon version of Charizard. And I always liked that. Plus, I also always liked that Charizard was immune to ground moves. When you Mega Evolve him with X, that goes away. Because he's no longer flying type. So, ground types become super effective when you Mega Evolve the Charizard X. Yep. That's either way, though. So you just don't use them against that. Plus, who the heck would use a fire type? Yeah, both have that issue. Like, yeah, I got electric issue, but ground type issues come back when you Mega Evolve the X. And that means Earthquake can hit you. Yep. Yeah, when I Mega Evolve my Charizard, Drought happens. Mewtwo Y all the way. The psychic fighting can go be alone in a corner. Looks like the friggin' Michelin Man. I seriously think Michelin Man was the basis for Mewtwo X. Have a good night, Prophet. Yeah. Oh, right. Earthquake on Kangaskhan! Wait a second. Why not? Just teaching Lucario. Friggin' earthquake. No big deal. Honestly, I don't know why I'm surprised. When I did my baby run, I taught Riolu earthquake, so why am I surprised? Kangaskhan's special attack isn't great though. Ice Beam would be nice, but I got Gardevoir, so it's fine. I love how every single Pokemon in my party can learn Power Up Punch except for Gardevoir. Alright. Kangaskhan knows Earthquake. Surf and Strength is all I need. Which is good. Because I could technically put Surf on Kangaskhan, actually. But what would I get rid of? Honestly, probably Crunch. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Crunch and put Surf. I mean, I put Strength on Kangaskhan because it's actually a pretty good move. And the only normal type move that Kangaskhan has that I really like is Dizzy Punch and Mega Punch. But I prefer Dizzy Punch because it can cause confusion. Well, what do you know? Can actually use TMs. While having my team at the same time. I don't need an HM slave. Look at that. Alright. The lineup. Delphox has the ability Blaze, which I'm not a fan of, but hey. Charizard also has Blaze. Gardevoir with Trace. Heck yeah. Took me like 3 friggin' rolls to find one with Trace. Unfortunately, could not find a female one, but whatever. Lucario with Steadfast. Ampharos with Plus. I would have preferred Static. Kangaskhan with Scrappy. Couldn't have gotten any better. Makes normal and fighting types moves hit ghost types. So yes, I can use Dizzy Punch and Strength on ghost types. The entire moveset that Kangaskhan has can be used on ghost types. Heck yeah. So that's Foxy, Charlie, Queen, Lulu, Floofy, and Mama Bear. So dramatic. Alright. Think I'm actually gonna call it here. Because that's an entire victory road to get through. Ugh. Thank y'all for coming. And hanging out. I will see you all next time. And next time we'll be going through Victory Road and Pokemon League. Heck yeah. See you later.